as I'm talking about this as well, talk about video recording, this camera is limited to 30 minutes of recording. So it's not ideal when the GH5 has an unlimited amount of recording. And again, most cinema cameras, etc., have unlimited recording. There is workarounds, right, for this in regards to if you put it into an Animos or you're outputting from the HDMI into a recorder or into another monitor, you can basically record forever in that respect, and then that obviously will give you the options to record onto SSDs if you wished, etc, etc, etc. For me, it's kind of a meh. It would be nice. It'd be a nice to have, and probably something they could update potentially in firmware, but the reason why they're unlikely to do that is annoyingly, for those who don't know, why some cameras have these limitations and why they don't, is how they're classed in regards to their tax band when they're brought into the UK. 95% of these cameras and etc. are all built China, Japanese, Thailand, somewhere around there, and then they're having to be brought in my case, to the UK, potentially in wherever you're viewing from in that regard. So that's normally why, because there's different tax bands in regards to whether this is a photo camera, and if they put a limit on the recording, they can technically then have it as a lower band, so they pay less import tax on it, meaning they can bring the price down for you. Is the rationale in theory, but I personally would just rather they and this is more of a longer term tax issue with import tax, I'd rather they just blanket it all into one thing, so we could just do away with these limits in that respect, and every video camera in the world, even photography cameras, even consumer grade cameras, hopefully will get to the point where they can record in forever for as long as their batteries and etc last forever. In that respect, because there's no real reason, it's just a little bit of irritation, but as 95% of what I do is event based, you're not going to be filming for longer than 30 minutes, so it's not a big deal. And if you do need to, you just press the record button, which I'll have to do probably halfway through this rant, and then start again. So one of the benefits you can get around this is if you are running dual cameras, you can then switch to the other camera. So there we go. That's the recording and ergonomic side of things.